4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Only God can judge me, that right? Only God, baby.
Okay, tonight I'm going to introduce the judges who are going to choose the DJs that go through to the next round. We've got 10 judges. The first one is Donna.
Well, I've joined in a few of the Soul Network Zoom parties over the last 18 months, and I've not stopped dancing from minute to end. So I think I've got a rough idea what Seats is all about, even though I've never been. And I know what will keep me dancing all night long. So hopefully that's a way in to get them in the competition.
The best way. And you, Fabian?
It's the same. I've been listening to music since 8 tracks till about. Been on the dance floor almost as long. Can't keep me out. I just love the music. Starting to produce, so I know a bit more than the average person, I would guess.
Andrew?
Similar to others. I've been going to Soul Network for a number of years. I think I can understand what the brand is and what it presents, and I believe I know what good music is and will keep people on the dance floor. But and also what's interesting is that I've got so many friends on Facebook with a lot of the DJs that are here and the people that have been voting and been involved. So I know what the people like. So yeah, it's bringing all those factors onto the dance floor. I think I can be a good judge for that.
Julie?
I think I qualify for being a judge because I've got 42 years of music on the dance floor, which has been varied. And even back then, on the dance floor, know what I wanted, never off. And C2 was the first experience and a big eye-opener, and it was just fantastic. Being involved in the Zoom parties, dancing all night to them, coming from up north to south to the Soul Network parties, and we just know what keeps us on the dance floor. Always look at the itinerary who's on, go from the varied DJs, get the different genre of music, and just love it. And that's what I want to keep on the dance floor as long as I can.
Pat?
Yeah, so I've done a little bit of music management, music production, also dancing and clubbing most of my life as well. So I think that makes me sort of qualified. I know what I like to hear, and I know what a lot of other people like to hear. So yeah, that's what I think makes me a decent judge.
Okay, and Jane?
Right, well, I've known Viv for over 30 years. We were both involved in local pirate radio back in the 80s. And also I co-launched, edited and designed Soulmate magazine, which was an online soul, dance and urban music magazine. So I've just been in and around the scene for a long time.
Julia?
I classify myself as a professional DJ on the dance floor. I've only been able to play at family occasions, never been paid, but I know what I like, I know what rocks the party, and I know where I bring my friends, and so that everybody has a good time. So that's why I feel that I can make a good judgment out of what we've heard so far.
Tracy. So Tracy, why are you a judge on this panel tonight?
Okay, so I've been going to CETA for quite a number of years now. Obviously I don't live down south, but I have made the effort on occasion to come down and party down with Soul Network. And I do believe the amount of time I spend on the dance floor, I'm in a position to know whether someone can keep me there or not.
Brilliant. And Jen?
Been to theatre a couple of times, loved it every time, but I know exactly what I love and I know what entertains me. I think I could be a good judge because if you can just breeze through and keep people dancing hours after the party has ended, then you're definitely in.
And over to you, Mike.
Well, I've been partying for literally a lifetime, sneaking out of my parents' place from the age of 13, going to clubs that I shouldn't be going to. I've known Vivi for over 20 odd years. I went to the very first Soul Network. I used to buy her mixtapes beforehand, and she told me the inception of her party nights. So yeah, I'm more than qualified to be a judge on this panel, as well as being an avid R&B head, buying 12 inches and amateur DJing at family functions and friends' parties and stuff. So yeah, I'm more than qualified, I would say.
You know your stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
You definitely know the Soul Network brand.
Absolutely, 100%, without question.
Yeah, so that's our panel of judges. Give yourselves a round of applause. So judges, today we want to tell everyone what you're actually looking for in this round to put the DJs through to the next round. Over to you, Julie.
I'm looking for somebody that has got the interprofessionalism, the uniqueness quality about them that will keep you on the dance floor. You know, you just don't know what they're going to play next, but you're not going to want to get off. They've got to be a team player. They've got to support the other DJs and everybody else. Especially at CETA, it's a full-on week, and you want that to be kept the full-on week and enjoyable. And, you know, just keep chatting with everybody, and definitely just, I know I said it just then, but just stay on the dance floor. Keep me on there.
Jane?
Yeah, looking for interaction with other DJs, good personality and versatility, I think, in terms of music genre and keeping it mixed up. Yeah.
Fabian?
Well, I like to spend most of my time on the dance floor, so any DJ that can keep me on the dance floor is a good start. If it's easy to interact with, whether I want a record played or not, and he treats me well, that's always a good sign. Mixture of genres and transition between genres is quite important to me. I like a nice slick one, sometimes where it keeps me confused, keeps me getting to what actually is being played. But all in all, he's got to keep me entertained from start to end.
Donna?
Basically, with me, it's an interaction with their audience, because if they can't keep us happy and dancing the night away, then to me, it's just not advertising the brand to its best ability. And that's what I'm looking for, good interaction with other people in the chat room and how they'd interact with me on the night and keep me on the dance floor.
And Tracy?
Obviously, yeah, the interpersonal professional skills within the chat room. Obviously, it shows that they're willing to be part of a team player, communicate with all the people on CETA. Obviously, when you're on CETA, it's like a big community, so you want to be able to approach somebody, to be able to enjoy yourself that little bit more on the dance floor and off the dance floor.
And Andrew?
It's important for me that the DJ can listen to instructions and that they're intelligent DJs. And when I mean by intelligent, they can look at the dance floor, they can work out what's going on, they don't play just for themselves, and that they can read the dance floor and adapt to the environment, but also what the crowd's doing. But more importantly, they've got to be a team player. They've got to have personality, because I think that oozes through their music and how they present themselves. But they've just got to have it and be part of the CETA team and bring something to the table.
Julia?
Well, yeah, just to reiterate what everybody else has said, but yeah, for me, enthusiasm, someone who's versatile, who can play for all my friends who I'm going to be bringing along. So yeah, covering all the genre, smooth mixes, that does it for me.
And Mike? And Michael?
Like an outside broadcast has gone down.
Yeah. And we'll come back to Michael later. And Pat?
Yeah, just like everybody else has said, the enthusiasm, the overall set, the mixing, knowing when to change the genre, keeping an eye on the dance floor, and definitely team player and the communication with the crowd as well. These are the things that we look at.
Jen?
Yes, I'm looking for somebody who can represent the Sita brand like they represent their own. They need to show enthusiasm for what they're doing, professionalism, interaction with the crowd, keep everything buzzing, and they need to care about how they entertain us and just keep up the momentum. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go through each DJ in no particular order who has got through to the next round. It's been a difficult choice, and we've had to look at lots of aspects, not only the mixing and the playing, and I'm going to go through some of those now with you. What we were looking at is the overall set, the journey that we were taken on by the DJ, the mixing, which you're all brilliant anyway, so that was a difficult one. The dance floor expectations, the genre changes, the interprofessionalism, the collaboration, the chat room interaction, the overall interaction, the enthusiasm, the uniqueness, the votes from our members, and the votes on Facebook and the votes that were sent into us. So that's the order that we looked at it at. See, the DJs that got through are brilliant, but so are the ones who didn't. So we've had to base it on other stuff as well. And that's whether or not we believe that you could fit into the team. We're now going to talk about who got through to the next round. This is the judges' conclusion. The first one is DJ Frenchy. Hey, let's have a round of applause for DJ Frenchy. You're through to the next round. Okay, so Donna, over to you.
I like DJ Frenchy. He was interacting in the chat really well, and he was really wishing all the other DJs luck as well. So it wasn't just all about him, he was wishing everybody all the best.
So that's important for teamwork and everything else, isn't it? Michael, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the interaction with DJ French and the other DJs as well. His music was more of what the part of the set that I caught was more of a funk, jazz funky type vibe. But yeah, I like the fact that he interacts with other DJs. That really appealed to me.
Brilliant.
No, he's a team player.
Hey, let's have a round of applause for DJ Frenchy. You're through to the next round. Okay, so the next DJ that's got through to the next round is Mr. P. Let's hear it for Mr. P. But judges, why did Mr. P get through to the next round? What did you like about Mr. P, Tracy?
What I liked about Mr. P was that he had a very good selection of tunes. Obviously, I would have been on the dance floor, and I think his mixing was excellent. And over to you, Jane.
Yep, the same. Mr. P had a really good varied set, and I could see the dance floor being kept busy with what he was playing.
And Jen?
I thought he showed great enthusiasm. He had great mixing. He interacted with the crowd in the chat room at the same time as mixing as well. So I think he'd be a great all-nighter.
Michael, over to you. What did you think about Mr. P?
Yeah, I thought he had a good mixture of club classics, a bit of jazz funk thrown in for good measure. And yeah, definitely a crowd floor thriller, basically. He would definitely get the crowd jumping. So for me, he gets a thumbs up from me, definitely.
You, Mr. P, you are through to the next round. The next DJ to get through to the next round is Paul Eve. Well done to you, Paul. Let's have a round of applause. Why did Paul get through to the next round? Patrick?
Yeah, firstly, as I said in the first round, I liked his opener. He didn't play the obvious tracks. He played some nice, friendly sounds, tracks that you could actually dance and chill to at the same time. As I said, he was very clever with his selection. And he done a nice little warm-up set as well. So yeah,
Good.
thumbs up.
Okay, over to you, Julia.
Yes, he was good on the dance floor. He would have gotten me up dancing, and yeah, I liked some of his mixes. So yeah, good, thumbs up.
Well done to you, Paul E. The next DJ to get through to the next round is Nick Gray. Let's have a round of applause for Nick Gray. Okay, what did we like about Nick Gray? Why did Nick Gray get through to the next round? Andrew?
Well, Nick Gray's set, it was very different from all the others. Definitely presented a unique selection that some of the other DJs didn't present. And it was just different and a refreshing change from some of the others. So, and the other thing which is important, as we know, being part of a team, is the collaboration with everyone else and promoting his music on Facebook and the communication on the Soul Network channel. So yeah, he gets a vote from me.
Well done to you, Nick. Let's move to the next round. The next DJ to get through to the next round is DBoy. Well done to you, DBoy. You're through to the next round. So, what did we like about DBoy? Over to you, Jane.
Yeah, I really liked DBoy. They're a really good party vibe, I felt. Just really liked the set. Really enjoyed it.
Great stuff. And Fabian?
Yeah, he had a great set. He was slightly different from the rest. Some things were out of the blue. Would have kept me going. He's quite enjoyable. And if you check his Facebook, he's out there. He's chatting to everybody. So I think it'd be a good addition.
Well done to you, DBoy. You're through to the next round. The next DJ through to the next round is Wayne McDonald. Wayne McDonald, let's hear it for Wayne McDonald. You're through to the next round. Okay, why did the judges choose Wayne to go through to the next round? Over to you, Andrew.
I think a lot of people liked Wayne's set. His mixing was proven and on point. I think the most important thing that for 2 hours he was consistent and he just had that good flow of music. And I think we all felt that he was going to keep people on the dance floor, which is the most important thing.
Julia?
Yeah, I loved the way he took us through lots of different genre changes. His mixing was on point, and his Facebook presence, I feel as if I've known him forever. So he's got his personality just oozes out from his playing and his online presence, which really does give a good feel for being a team player and a professional.
And me, Julie.
I like McDonald. He had a good intro. His mixing was good. It was a blended mix of old school, which was what I liked. It brought back some good memories, and the remix, it kept us on the dance floor for 2 hours. His music was diverse, and he's humble, and his warm-up section was great as well. And definitely, the 2 hours just flew by.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Wayne McDonald, you're through to the next round. The next DJ to get through to the next round is Anton P. Well done, Anton. Okay, judges, why did Anton get through to the next round? What did you like about Anton? Over to you, Jane.
Yeah, I really liked Anton P. Mixing was great. I love the soulful house and the Afro beats. I could really see him at club nights and also in the Algarve. I thought he was all round really good.
And Patrick.
Yeah, I also liked Anton P. I thought he brought something different to the table. I liked his selection, well presented. I think he was consistent through his set. And also, he was also quite active in the chat room as well, which makes him a good team player. And he had a really good warm-up set, so I liked him.
Over to you, Donna.
Yeah, pretty much the same as the other two, really. He brought something different with the Afro beats. Nobody else brought that. He was in the chat room chatting a lot, and he would have kept me dancing. So that's the main thing with me. As long as you keep me dancing, I'm happy.
Well done, Anton P. You're through to the next round. Okay, the next DJ to go through to the next round is DJ Ghost. Let's hear it for DJ Ghost. So what did we like about DJ Ghost? Why did Ghost go through to the next round? Over to you, Jane.
Yeah, well, my notes say boom, straight in. He just had great tunes. Mixing was superb. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed his set.
Okay, and Jen.
From beginning to end, he absolutely smashed it. He was interested in what the crowd would want to hear. He was enthusiastic. He participated very well. He had a great end set and great mixing from beginning to end. And yeah, I was quite sad to hear him end, quite frankly.
Mike.
Yeah, I like Ghost. Mixing was on point. He had all the typical floor filling tunes, and he reminisced with some of the older tunes as well that you forgot about. I certainly wouldn't be going to the bar at any stage during his set. I'll be on the floor dancing non-stop. So that's the kind of DJ that you want on board for Soul Network. So he gets a double thumbs up from me, absolutely.
Okay, over to you, Patrick. What did you like about Ghost?
Again, yeah, Ghost got straight to work. The thing I liked about him, he didn't play the obvious tracks. His track selection was pretty good, and the transition between genres was also good. His warm-up session I enjoyed, and also again, he was always in the chat room as well. So yeah, thumbs up, Ghost.
Okay, over to you, Tracy. What did you like about Ghost?
What I liked about Ghost, I quite enjoyed his music. His mixing was on point, and he was in the chat room, interactive in there quite a lot. So yeah, we had quite a laugh in that chat room.
Let's hear it for DJ Ghost. You're through to the next round. So the next DJ to get through to the next round is DJ Birdie. Well done to you, Birdie. You're through to the next round. So why did Birdie get through to the next round, Tracy?
Well, I was listening to his mixing when I was out doing a run. And obviously his mixing along with the house and the old school is quite what I liked. And it really kept me going. I could really see that he would really fill up the dance floor on the seater.
And Julie, what did you like about Birdie?
I like Birdie. His chat was interesting. He's a good team player. He was always in the chat room. He's posted things on Facebook. His mix of music was really good. I was out walking when that was on, and it just kept you dancing in the street, so to speak. Seems very humble. I love his diverse music, and I think he would fit in well at Seater. Definitely a dance floor filler for me.
And over to you, Jen.
I definitely loved Birdie. He had a fantastic variety of music. He was enthusiastic. He cared about what people would like. Definitely a floor filler, and he's definitely a great candidate for Seater.
DJ Birdie, you're through to the next round. Congratulations. The next DJ to get through to the next round is Ronnie C. Let's give him a big round of applause. Well done to you, Ronnie C. So, judges, why did Ronnie C get through to the next round? Over to you, Andrew.
Well, I felt Ronnie C played a really good variety of dance floor fillers and real good dance floor jams that would keep people on dance floor. But I felt he took you on a journey because he played the kind of up-tempo stuff, but he also did the kind of slow down session. And he was also communicative on the dance floor, as in everyone listening, he was kind of explaining what he was doing and what his plans were. And he was involved in the chat rooms. And I just felt it was a real solid, consistent set. And yeah, just one that I just felt people, the only time they'd leave is to go to the bar and they'd come back as quickly as possible.
And Julia.
Yeah, brilliant. It was a great set. It's one of the ones that I've listened to twice. Great floor fillers. Loved his slow down. Loved his rear groove section. You know, that would have kept me going all night. So I thoroughly enjoyed what he played. And yes, his personality oozed from his sets again. Yeah, thumbs up. Good stuff.
And Julie, I think you're married to him, aren't you, in that chat room?
In the chat room, loving it.
Over to you, Julie. What did you think about Ronnie C? Why did he get through to the next round?
I like Ronnie C. His interprofessionalism was fantastic. He interacted with everybody in the chat room. He even posted the DJ set, the next lineup. He introduced the next DJ set. Very humble, definitely a team player. His mixing was on point. He's confident, cheeky chappy. Even his wind down set, just danced the whole time, and he would be 100% cheeky chappy fit in Sita, 100%.
Brilliant. Pat, what did you think about Ronnie C?
Again, I liked his smooth approach. His mixing, it wasn't rushed. The transition between genres as well was really, really good. Nice selection, really good warm-up set. And again, he was one of the ones that was just in the chat room, just saw his name all over. So yeah, brilliant. Thumbs up.
Well done to you, Ronnie C. You're through to the next round. The next DJ to get through to the next round is Shaq D. Let's give Shaq D a big round of applause. Well done, Shaq. You're through to the next round. Why did Shaq get through to the next round? What did we like about Shaq D? Over to you, Tracy.
What I liked about Shaq D is that, no doubt about it, I will be on that dance floor throughout the whole of his set, even the rear groove section. His mixing was on point. There was a good variety of music. He was in the chat room lots, interacting with everybody, even bigging up the other DJs as well as. I think he was definitely an all-rounder for Sita.
Julia.
Yeah, loved his mixing. I loved his entertainment. He's somebody who would keep you on the dance floor. Yeah, definitely someone who I'd buy a ticket for if I saw him on the lineup. So yeah, enjoyed it.
Andrew.
Yeah, I really like Shaq D. I felt everything about him was confident in his expression, confident in his music selection, confident with his mixing. And he went through a range of genres that I felt would keep people on the dance floor, keep people interested. And he's got a personality in it, and it stood out. So yeah, he gets the thumbs up from me.
Fabian.
I think what has been said before, I'm just going to reiterate. He was excellent in the chat rooms. His mixing was on point. His transition between genres was great. Yeah, it made a 2 hour feel like a 1 hour show, and I wanted more, to be honest with you.
Well done, Shaq D. You're through to the next round. congratulations to everybody who got through to the next round. The DJs that didn't get through, I just want you to know that we thought you were all brilliant, and it's a really difficult job for us to have to choose. But well done to everybody that's actually entered the competition, because by entering the competition, you've just done really well anyway. The ones that didn't get through would most definitely be booked on some of our UK events. So we really look forward to seeing you there. So do keep in touch, and I shall most definitely be in touch with you. Out of this, we found 30 brilliant DJs. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, all of you.
Have a good day, guys.
Great to see you, everyone. See you later. I'll talk-
Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life, yeah. 'Cause I was sitting there bored to death, and in just one breath he said, you gotta get up, you gotta get off, you gotta get down, girl. You know you drive me crazy, baby. You've got me turning to another man. Called you on the phone, no one's home.
Can I see your doggy?
Second.
That's not a euphemism.
Don't get
Don't take your clothes off.
Oh, doggy! Doggy! Doggy!
Keith.
Oh, that'd be a good shot.
Doggy! Sit down. Sit.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
hello. Doggy!
Look. It's it.
Gino! I'm going to put his face instead of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, deep.
If I was going to say something, he pulls all the bitches. Yeah.
A bit edgy, Patrick.
Oh, Ben, that was for us, yeah?
Yeah, all right.
Right, Mike,
Yo.
right, you put your arm up to the left-hand side of your screen. No, the other side.
No.
Into the corner. Right, up further up. That's now, Pat, put yours downwards. Yeah, that hand downwards, like you're holding. That's it. It looks like you're holding hands now. I'm sort of doing Ben. I'm going to cut that in.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Of our Holloway days. Yes. So the interprofessionalism, I looked that up on Google.
Go on, Vivi. Are you that? That was convincing.
That was too good.
I was sold.
Here's your Oscar.
That's great.
Blackmail. Guys, I need your help. Vivi blackmailed me.
Okay, so the next DJ through to the next round. Oh, fuck, who was it?
She done it, edit.
Why isn't he allowed indoors?
I don't know.
He's been naughty, he's been banished to the garden.